Hi guys, and welcome to my channel where I talk about all things Harry Potter related. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 moments from the book that I wish were included in the film. Number 1. Quidditch. In contrast to the previous two movies, the majority of the Quidditch season was left out, aside from the first match. As such, Gryffindor and Harry Potter finally winning the Quidditch Cup was omitted, which is a pretty big deal. During his first 2 years, Harry played a major role in helping the Gryffindor team win matches. But due to unfortunate circumstances, Gryffindor was unable to win the cup. Also in the book, when Gryffindor play Hufflepuff, Harry falls off his broom and Cedric Diggory catches the snitch. I feel if this moment was included in the movie, it would have been a nice tie-in when Cedric Diggory is introduced in the next movie. Also, due to Quidditch being mostly left out, Cho Chang isn't introduced until the next film. But in the books, she was Ravenclaw's seeker and faced Harry in a Quidditch match. I felt including this scene in the movie would have given more context as to why Harry liked Cho. Number 2. The backstory of the Marauders. The Marauders were Remus Lupin, Peter Pettigrew, Sirius Black, and James Potter, also known by their nicknames, Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs. This is a significant backstory during the book, detailing their childhood friendship at Hogwarts, and it plays an important part in the story. In the film, the storyline of the Marauders is largely ignored. This creates a few issues. Number 1. It isn't explained that the Shrieking Shack and the Whomping Willow were used as a safe place by Lupin when he was a student at Hogwarts to go to when he transformed into a werewolf. Number 2. Also, there isn't an explanation of how James, Sirius, and Peter learned to become unregistered animagi so they could support Lupin when he transformed into a werewolf. Number 3. As a result, we miss the detailed backstory of the Marauders' close friendship. This greatly reduces the emotional impact of finding out that Sirius Black was innocent. And it also causes confusion as to why Snape had so much hatred towards Sirius and Lupin. Number 4. Furthermore, these 4 are the authors of the Marauders map. This is never clearly explained in the movie. Alright, on to point number 3. When Harry gets the Firebolt. In the book, Harry received his Firebolt for Christmas from an anonymous benefactor right after his Nimbus 2000 was destroyed during his first Quidditch match when he was attacked by the Dementors. The Firebolt gets confiscated by Professor McGonagall to be checked for jinxes after Hermione notified her of it due to being suspicious that Sirius Black sent it, resulting in an argument between Hermione and Harry and Ron. It took weeks before Harry was able to get his Firebolt back. I felt this was a great storyline in the books because it created tension, anticipation, and added suspense. I think it would have really added to the movie. Number 4, Harry's Patronus memory. In order to produce a Patronus charm, Harry Potter had to concentrate on a very powerful and happy memory. When Lupin first teaches Harry how to cast a Patronus, it takes Harry quite some time before he's successful. In the book, Harry first tries using the memory of the first time he rode a broomstick, but it doesn't work. So he tries again, thinking of the time Gryffindor won the House Cup, but that doesn't work either. It's when Harry uses the memory of when he found out that he was a wizard and could leave the Dursleys that he's able to produce a silvery light that keeps the Bogart Dementors away. I feel that putting more emphasis on the number of times it took Harry to learn the spell and the different memories he had to use would have added more significance to the scene and showed how difficult the spell was. Number 5, the part where Sirius broke into Gryffindor's dormitory with a knife. In the book, Sirius Black breaks into Gryffindor's dormitory and walks towards Ron's bed in search of Peter Pettigrew, who has been disguising himself as Ron's pet rat, Scabbers. When Ron wakes up, hearing scratching noises, he sees Sirius in the room with a knife. When Ron screams, Sirius runs away. Can you imagine the suspense this scene would have had if it was in the movie? It's basically out of a horror movie. Number 6, which brings us to our next point, Neville losing the passwords to the Gryffindor common room. Neville, who kept forgetting the passwords to the Gryffindor common room, wrote them all down on a sheet of paper, which Sirius Black obtained. This would have explained how Sirius Black was able to get into the common room. Number 7. In the book, having watched Harry fall from his broomstick due to the presence of Dementors during his first match, Draco and his cronies decide to dress up as Dementors in order to spook Harry during his next Quidditch match, when Ravenclaw played Gryffindor. Of course, their plan fails completely. Harry fires the Patronus charm straight at them, and they become entangled in their own disguises, with Professor McGonagall also giving them detention. This is just too funny not to include in the film. Number 8. Remember the scene in the movie where Harry throws snowballs at Draco and his cronies while under the invisibility cloak at the outskirts of Hogsmeade? Well, in the book, he throws mud balls. What could have been better than seeing Draco get hit in the face with a mud ball? But also, during this part in the book, Harry's invisibility cloak partially comes off, revealing his head, causing Malfoy to learn of Harry's unauthorized visit to Hogsmeade. Draco then rushes off to tell Snape. I think it's another scene that would have added more tension to the movie. Number 9. In the book, when Professor Snape tries to make the Marauder's map reveal its secrets, he tries multiple times. He's also insulted by the Marauder's map, with each Marauder saying something different to him. In the film, he only tries once, and the map only gives him one insult. I think the book version of this scene was much funnier. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to see more of Snape failing and getting insulted? Number 10. Ron's owl and the letter from Sirius. Ron's owl is seen in later films. However, we're never shown how Ron got him in the first place. Towards the end of the book, Ron receives the owl as a gift from Sirius Black. Sirius gifts Ron an owl because Scabbers had been revealed to be Peter Pettigrew. Ron's owl also comes with a letter to Harry, where Sirius signs Harry's permission slip, allowing him to go to Hogsmeade next year. I think adding this scene to the movie would have tied up the plot nicely. And as a bonus, the part where Harry meets Uncle Vernon on the platform in King's Cross Station and tells him that he has a godfather who is a convicted murderer who has broken out of wizard prison and is on the run, and also likes to stay in touch with him to make sure Harry is happy. I would have loved to see Uncle Vernon's reaction. So that's my list. Those are the top things from the book that I would have included in the movie. I'd love to hear yours. As always, feel free to let me know if there are any specific topics you would like me to cover in an upcoming video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one, where I'll be discussing what would have happened if Draco Malfoy would have opened the Chamber of Secrets.